welcome back to Cricket for Americans. Nick here.
Gabe, the Night Watchman.
Too many channels. And we are here for another Cricket Tuesday reaction.
Kind of.
How dare you? How dare you? And what are we looking at today, Mr. Gabe?
We are checking out a Breakfast with Champions episode on Dinesh Karthik. And I'm actually excited to check this out, Nick, because, here's the thing. When we first started watching cricket, Dinesh Karthik was absolutely terrible, bro. And people kept telling us, listen, DK's the man, etc., etc. And I was like, we don't see it. We can only react to what we know. But everybody goes through struggles, obviously. And he went through struggles, and now he's come out of it, and he's the DK of old. And I think it just, again, lends back to both our, at least my thesis, that captaincy just wears on people, Nick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could see that the amount of stress that the captains in the IPL and in cricket in general go through. And now that he's not captain and he doesn't have to worry about anything, he just goes out and produces. He's become Mr. Not Out, because my man is normally not out.
Yeah. This last match was a little tough. He went out for a duck on 3 balls. But absolutely, I mean, he got like 223 runs or something like that last year, 169 the year before that, and he's already over 200 this year. It's a completely different year for him, and it's so good to see because we would get trashed every time we would trash him because what we saw was not very good. And they say, you don't understand. Now we finally get to see it. We finally understand. And I'm quickly becoming a fan. It doesn't hurt that he's part of the RCB squad, and I root for that squad anyways. But I'm excited for this video. It came out about 3 or 4 years ago. It does feature Rohit Sharma, which is kind of cool. I'm not sure how long. But someone just recently told me like the tragic tale of DK, where basically like everything was going great. He was on the Indian side. He was this or that. And his wife had an affair with another player on his team. Okay.
Wow, that's bananas.
And not only that, but as he started to go down, like, mentally, emotionally, playing wise, this guy started to rise up. He was made like the captain of, I think, the IPL squad or maybe the local club. I can't exactly sure what. This guy was like firing all cylinders. Everything seemed to be going right for him before he started to come down to earth. But, I mean, this guy really had it. I mean, he was depressed. I heard he, like, gained some weight. He grew out the beard, all this stuff. And then some guy came to help him out. And then he brought his current wife with him, who is a squash player or something like that. And they started to train together, and they formed a bond and fell in love. But I'm curious if he's going to dive into that because that's some dark material right there.
Dude, athletes are people, bro. And that's what people don't understand. Yeah. Like, listen, they go through the same trials and tribulations everybody does. And I think for a man, there's no more pain, like emotional pain there can be than an unfaithful wife. You know what I'm saying, dude? Like, that's just, you know what I mean? I'm sure for women it's the same, but it's something that is distraught. And it's not funny, but we've actually heard about this several times with different athletes, whether it's baseball, basketball, that, this kind of stuff happens. And at first I'm like, yo, that's the person that would do that, you're a scumbag, bro. Because that's, we're teammates, right? We're supposed to be out here battling or whatever. So you're a scumbag. Right. But dude, I'm so interested. I'm a bigger fan, even a bigger fan now. I just want to jump into this thing right now, brother.
All right, let's check it out. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. We appreciate you always sticking around, those who have already liked and subscribed. And let's check this out in 3, 2, 1.
Sam, कितना झूठ बोला कितना सच बोला
इसने
awesome hat.
ये बेसिकली बड़ा नर्वस हो गया था कि कह रहा था कि सबने इतनी स्टोरी सुनाई है शो पे, मेरे को कोई स्टोरी याद ही नहीं रहती, कहता मैं भूल जाता हूँ स्टोरी।
इसके पास सबसे ज्यादा स्टोरी है क्या यार डीजे
Rohit Sharma wearing the backpack just walking around chilling.
से कह रहा हूँ, मैंने कहा थोड़ा नर्वस लग रहा है शो शूट करने के लिए।
आखिर इधर 1-1.5 घंटा तो हो गया होगा, 1-1.5 घंटा तो बात ही तो करा था।
हाँ, मैंने तो बोला ही नहीं, मैं 3 दोस्त से 2 ऑमलेट खा गया इतने टाइम में।
Very funny that he was just there for 3 seconds. Where's the please at, Mr. Gaurav? I love cereal. Ooh, got some skills there. I didn't know you can do that on a phone. That's hilarious.
I put watermelon in my cereal with the milk. My wife thinks I'm crazy, but I really like it.
Watermelon.
He needs to edit some bar videos.
Weird.
Milk.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You don't believe me,
no? No. I'm along with your wife only.
It's delicious. Look who's come.
Oh.
क्या चल?
लाइव चल रहा है
हाँ
Live थोड़ी ना।
NDTV में लाइव चल रहा है ए शर्मा passport is forgotten
In Bombay. So someone got it this morning.
and that's why he's awake at this time of the day otherwise no chance but only thing to be fair to him I'm also a lot like him so I empathize like
You forget stuff.
Oh my god I'm very lost that's one of the things I want to change about myself suppose you're talking to me I'll just get lost and it comes out as very rude at times like you're talking to me and I'm just thinking something and I'm messaging a lot of times
Episodes are merging. Hello. Another break. Hardik, you have any funny story of Hardik to tell?
The first time we played together in a team was in Champions Trophy. Like last year when we lost to Pakistan in the final, that Champions Trophy. So, he's observing me initially when we just we're traveling from Bombay and he's just looking at me and a little bit. He didn't talk hello, hi, and just the usual Hardik and all that.
Jeez.
Mom, I'm trying to contain the beast. No.
batting, no, we use the choicest of abuse, okay? That too, this proper Bombay type abuse he'll give me. I will just retaliate and people will just look like, what is wrong with these two types?
You're such a good boy. I can't imagine you giving a gali.
No. With Rohit, it just comes out and with the flow it comes. I just, if I corner him at any point of time with whatever I say, he'll say, hey, hyper mat ho ja, relax ho ja. He'll say, hey, carry to thoda hyper mat ho ja. That's what he said. And it's happened quite a bit. I think I've been lucky that way. Like I've given bats to, obviously Tamil Nadu players and all it's happened.
Yeah.
I've had random people, one of the randomest people who have come and said, Bhaiya, what a bat you have is Unmukh Chand. So, I had given my bat to one boy called Aparjit Baba. That bugger I don't think liked the bat, but just because I'd given it, he had kept it. Then I think Unmukh, he'd asked Apar, can you give me a bat? And I think this guy gave this bat. I think in the final that Unmukh played with, so this was in 2004. They got Champions Trophy. Dada was captain. Look, I was 18, 19 years old. Yeah. So
I didn't think he was that old.
I wasn't playing. Match was against Pakistan.
Young looking.
Do or die game. Whoever wins was through. We got all out for less than 200. They're bowling. Match is going decent. 60 for
Great
2,
genes.
60 for 3. From there, they have a partnership. Yusuf Yohana and Inzamam Haq. Take it to about 120, 130.
You did a lot of growing up in Kuwait as well, right?
Yes.
And was there cricket in Kuwait?
So there's a huge population of Indians and Pakistanis and Bangladeshis and all. So they used to play cricket against each other and
India,
all that.
Pakistan और बांग्लादेश कहीं पे इकट्ठा हो जाए तो फिर तो क्रिकेट खेलना ही है.
Definitely. And proper crowd. There used to be proper crowd. Like proper meaning like 1,000, 2,000 people. That's massive in Kuwait. To come and watch these matches like under 16, under 19 and all that. That rivalry was there, yeah. Crazy that way. Very passionate, both the countries like that. I also used to go with my dad when I was young and watch matches.
Ooh, nice little ad there, little plug.
Right in the video. Gotta love it.
Very subtle.
Is that like a dessert?
He is very sweet.
I don't know.
Man, that's good. Wow. Oh. I want to congratulate you though. I want to tell you, I told you this the other day in Bangalore as well. Didn't you guys hear a lot that you were the underdogs or the team hadn't picked well? What was the thinking before going into the season with the entire management?
Look, initially I think everybody had little doubts because we were the smallest squad as well. Stark not coming.
Wow.
That's where I missed him, yeah. Poor guy, he went off to America for shooting. Otherwise, he would have given me a lot, I think. We qualified also.
Yeah, because he does that. He'll hug and he's super warm. He's super friendly.
Unbelievable. He's a great owner to have. We have a great CEO as well. Jay Mehta, terrific guy. I mean, look, that team is very nice. It's a great team to
And
be a part
Eden
of.
Gardens.
Doesn't get better. 60,000 people.
60
every
grand?
Game, every
Wow.
Game, like, that was brilliant. I mean, look, we're
60,000
really indebted to them.
people.
Like, that way, great atmosphere to play in, proper
Wow.
crowd.
You don't.
Be playing for India and do well for playing for India. And I kind of reached a point where I doubted whether I could play again. So I knew that Abhishek, had helped Rohit. Obviously, then he kind of, he did it in his own way. He would never tell me what we're going to do on a certain day and all that. He lives in a place called Powai.
Yeah.
He always claims it to be like the New York of India. I'm coming from Chennai nicely in one nice house and I'm just,
Space.
a lot of space. Watches, he sits through the whole process. It's not like he'll be on the phone and he'll be doing something. He sits through the whole process. He's watching you. One day he took me up the hill here. This is running. He said, till today nobody has gone running up all the way till the place I've said. You try. 20 minutes, 25 minutes, 30. It's going on up, 30, 35 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes uphill. I finished running, and again, that was a small victory for me. Like this, he made me do small things. Suddenly one day, he'll just, in his house, I'll be sitting there watching TV, like, come, do burpees.
ये पासपोर्ट की मैं कह रहा हूँ
पासपोर्ट सब लोग ही बोलते हैं, ये लोग सब मेरा ही स्टोरी बनाते हैं।
बनाते
मैं बोल रहा था मैं
हैं नाउ कैन यू से बनाते हैं
बनाते नहीं है, एक्चुअली प्रूफ है। देखो ये बैग मेरा आज सुबह आया है, कल रात को इधर आया था। बट एनीवे इधर लोग पासपोर्ट सब को, इसने भी ये भी बोला होगा पासपोर्ट
एक बार वन टाइम डन।
माय फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस जब मैं मेरा डेब्यू था तेरे को याद नहीं कि पता नहीं फर्स्ट मैच आई वाज बैटिंग विद हिम। आई केम टू बैट एट नंबर 7 or 8 and Andrew Hall was
Bless you.
He told you.
Brand these days. It's very hard to. We can't afford it.
Deepika, of course, being a squash champion, and she's won so many accolades for the country as well. She always said that, my God, in our country, only cricket is given attention, other sports are not. And the next thing, she's married to a cricketer.
Yeah, I mean, look, before, say a couple of years before marriage, or maybe 10 days before the wedding also, if you'd asked her, I don't think she would have believed she'd wanted to get married to a cricketer. She was jealous, mostly, I think. You know how wives are. You don't travel with me enough, and I keep traveling with you, and you don't travel. She complains a lot like that, but...
So it must be tough, because now she's in Egypt training, right?
Jeez.
Then there's the Asian Games. So she's on tour, you're on
It's gotta
tour.
be tough.
Is that the secret of happy marriage?
I think so. I think so. Stay away from each other.
Now you should go because otherwise you'll miss your flight. I told you 9:45, it's now 9:46. Normally at this time, when I'm shooting Breakfast with Champions...
That's funny.
I was like, what are you talking about? He's talking about the spoon. Man, I mean, the whole time I'm watching that, I'm thinking about like what I told you before about him and his journey. And I mean, I'm so happy that he's able to come out of that, you know, made Captain KKR, get married, all that kind of stuff, find love again. But then he struggled again playing wise, at least IPL. We didn't see him, I don't think, at all internationally with the India squad, right? And so now he's playing really, really well with RCB. This guy just continues to reinvent himself, obviously. And I'm assuming he's trying to make a push to make that India T20 World Cup squad. And the way that they kind of disappointed last World Cup, I feel like he has a really, really good chance. The way he's playing right now, try to get a good finisher in there, at least make the squad, maybe not be in the starting lineup every day. But, I mean, this guy has reinvented himself, and you can't help but respect a guy like that.
No, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I think to me, what kind of stood out was the fact that when he was struggling, he didn't just sit down and say, oh, shucks. He went and said, okay, how do I get better? And, you know, this sounds like there's a personal trainer they all go to. At first I was like, is this like a Dr. Blasphemer situation? But no, it's like a guy that gets them to train to get, you know, back into playing cricket well. And there are guys, you know, that are very good at that, whether the methods are unorthodox. Sometimes the way the team does things isn't the way you need to do things for yourself. You know what I mean? So I love the line where he says, what I did was completely buy in. I gave myself to him. Yep. So if this is what he says to do, this is what I did. And that's how you get better, man. So I love the video. Again, this year I've learned to respect DK. I do know that he is for sure savage, and I wish nothing but good things for him.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's talking about his relationship with world-class squash player and how hard that would be on tour, especially since what he went through with his first wife. And you know, you would have trust issues, I would assume. But he didn't talk about this. We have no idea. I'm just assuming right here. But with that kind of situation to work, and again, this was 3 years ago. As far as I know, they're still married today. He's obviously able to trust her, which is great. Because someone traveling around that much, you know, your mind starts to wander, right? So again, it's crazy to think about what he went through. He seemed like a very, very relaxed guy. He seems kind of like a reserved guy. He even said himself, like, people are talking to me, and I'm not really even paying attention. I'm kind of looking at this or that. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just doing this or that. It was also interesting how Rohit Sharma kind of like, I don't think he did it on purpose, but he kind of video bombed, right, a few times. And Gaurav was just going with it. Like, he was such a professional. He's just going with it. He's letting them talk. He's not like, all right, guys, all right. They didn't edit that out, do a different thing. He just let it happen, and it seemed like he was on a time crunch, but I thought that was very professional of him and a very interesting Breakfast with Champions when he had so many different people walking by and stuff going on and just still staying focused. I really enjoyed it.
No, for sure. Definitely humanizes DK and really gets us. That's why I like these, because it kind of lets you understand the player and become a bigger fan of them. So those are my thoughts on it. Let us know in the comments what you guys think. Did you enjoy this video? Another Breakfast with Champions we should do. I'm actually excited because I saw that Sky did a Breakfast with Champions recently, but it was dropped like 5 days ago. So you know what I mean? We're not going to be reacting to that right now. But
very current. And speaking about Sky, I finally made my vice captain of my fantasy squad. He didn't do so well for me, so appreciate that, Gabe. But with all that being said, don't forget to like and subscribe. And until next time,
we know all things.